So in this video we're gonna install a code editor, and I'm gonna explain the difference between a parent and a child element in HTML. We're also gonna create our first Hello World project, which is a tradition in web development that every time you learn a new language like PHP, Ruby or something like that, you always start with Hello World. So I'm downloading this for Mac, but you can download it for Windows, Linux as well. So I'm just gonna click the stable download. You shouldn't really worry much about that. So while we're waiting for this to download, it's gonna get in here now. You just open this folder here, and because I only have a Mac computer, I'm only going to show you how to install it on a Mac, but it's pretty straightforward on a Windows as well. You just move this inside the application file here, and then don't worry about the replace thing because that's just me that already had it installed. And then you just open the application. So this is a code editor. So basically in web development we have a code editor and we have a text editor. Text editor is not really used, but you could technically do web development in it, but it's not really practical in any way, and this looks very confusing to you when you look at this, I suppose. So what we can do is we can first of all go in and say new file. Now we're creating a file just like if you're going into a text editor. Like for example, on Windows it's called something else, but on Mac it's called text edit. Or like if you create a new Word document, you're creating a file as well. So we are having a file here. Okay, good. So first of all, we save this as a file, and while this is loading, we save this as index.html. It needs to end on HTML to actually be a file like that. Then we go into where we're going to create it. We're going to call this Hello World in this folder here, and then we're going to call this index.html. The reason why we call it index is because every time we go to URL and it's index, you can see like here for example, index.html, you don't have to type it in, but if you have about.html, you have to type it in. So here you can just remove it if it's called index.html. You don't have to say anything else like that. It's the main file that will be loaded into the domain. So what we need to do now is we need to create a document here. So we need to first of all specify that it's HTML5. We do it like this, doc type HTML. Then we say HTML, and we specify the language, which is in this case is English, and then we're gonna inside here have a header. So this is a parent element, whereas this is a child element to HTML. And then in here we have everything that's not visible. We have a title, for example, Hello World. This is not gonna be visible. This is gonna be the title you will see up here, for example. And then we have a body where everything will be visible. So this is a tag, and this is a tag. So this is a closing tag because it has this here, whereas this is an opening tag, and this is as well, just to give some terms in. So we are creating an opening tag here, inside here, where the things will be visible. We are going to create a paragraph tag, which is just a normal text tag, like this, where we would then type in Hello World, like this. So we're creating a tag in here, and this is also a tag, or element you can call it, and we just create it in here, but this will be visible, whereas the other one won't be. So Now we're just gonna find this in Finder here. Open with Safari, Google Chrome, Firefox, whatever browser you're using. So I'm just opening it with Safari just to show you that you can open it with Safari or another one. Don't worry, this is not public. This is only you that can see this. No one else has access to it. So we have created now a file that shows this to the world, hello world. And if you go and create a new one here, you can see it says hello world here in the title. If we, for example, was to go in and change this to my first page and refresh the page inside Safari, you will see it says my first page. We can also go in and say we want this as a small tag. So we are creating again a parent element with a child element where the world is gonna be small text. So that's all for this video. I hope this makes sense. If not, it will begin to make sense later on. Not everyone gets it at first, but after a while you will begin to see the logic and the system in it. Thank you very much for watching.